It has been a long time since we've done a reset day together, so that's what we're doing today. I have been decluttering week after week after week, and overall, that has made cleaning my house easier. But on this day in particular, I was a little behind. I'm glad you're here to join me today. I hope this video gives you some motivation to get up and clean along with me, or maybe you just want a friend to hang out with for a bit, and that's fine too. I'd love to just get some things done and chat about what we've been up to and life updates and all of that. I wanted to first just take every single thing off my bed. I wanted to clean the duvet cover. I wanted to clean all the sheets, all the pillowcases, everything that was on our bed. I feel like it has been way too long since I've done this, probably just a couple weeks, but that's still a long time and it's still a little bit embarrassing. So I wanted to make sure I got this done today. There's just no better feeling than crawling into a fresh, clean bed after you've spent the entire day cleaning up your house, especially when it's a 95-degree day like it was on the day that I was filming. I'm just putting away a few grocery things that were out on the counter right now in the kitchen, and then after I finish up doing that, we're going to clean off the island quickly, and then we'll move on to emptying the dishwasher and then refilling it back up and all that good stuff in the kitchen here. My oldest son, Carson, was home with me on the day that I was filming this video, which is new. I feel like you guys never see him because typically I film when he's at school, but he is on summer break now. So I've got both my kids home with me pretty much every single day. Carson is going to go to a couple weeks of camp, so that's really fun for him. I'm actually super jealous. I wish that I was the one going to camp because it sounds like a blast. But yeah, with both kids home with me for the summer, it's definitely going to be challenging to stay on top of keeping the house clean and all of that. I want to take them out and make memories and do all kinds of fun things and spend as much time as we can outside. But I think that here and there I'm going to need like a full day to do a house reset, just like I was doing today. But you can see right here, I am laying my duvet cover out on my island. It was covered in stains. There were so many stains, and I actually have no idea how this happens, but it's a white duvet cover covered in stains. So I was using I think it's like Messy Mouth stain I can't remember, but it's like gone viral on TikTok and all that a whole bunch of times. I was using that stain remover. It comes from Amazon, and I was just pre-treating all of the stains that were on both my duvet cover and this green throw blanket, which is actually a quilt that I usually keep on the bottom half of the bed. And the reason why I keep that there is to try and prevent stains from getting onto the white duvet cover, but they still happen anyway. And then I end up with 2 blankets covered in stains that I need to pre-treat. It literally took me all day long to wash all the bedding on my bed. It's insane. I had to do like 1 load for the sheets and pillowcases, 1 load for the duvet cover, and then 1 load for that quilt. And it just took the entire day. Someday I want to get a huge washing machine, so hopefully I can consolidate some of those loads and it won't take me hours and hours. But anyway, after that I moved on to emptying my dishwasher. We have been having the best start to summer so far. On Carson's last day of school every year, we've made it a tradition that we go out for ice cream. So we went out for ice cream that night, and then the next night we had a fire at home and we made s'mores, and that was our youngest, Sutton. That was his first time ever making s'mores before. He was definitely scaring me a little getting too close to the fire, but he really enjoyed making s'mores and eating them, of course. And then my son Carson, my oldest, went to the movies with a friend for the first time. He's never done that. That was a little scary for me, but he had such a fun time and he saw Inside Out 2. And then today he's actually having a play date with another friend, and then he's got birthday parties coming up. He's got camp next week, and he's just gonna have the best summer ever, and we've had such a good start so far. I'm so looking forward to the rest of the summer. I want to spend a lot of time at the beach and at the lake and just doing lots of fun things outdoors with my kids. This time of year, my family just thrives. We are such warm weather, sunshine type people, and we're also really looking forward to going to the Cape at some point, and then we've got vacations planned for like the fall time. So yeah, we're just living it up right now, living our best lives, having so much fun. And you guys will have to let me know what your summer plans are, if you have anything fun coming up or what you're looking forward to. I have been using this sink cleaner for years and years, and it actually makes me wonder if any of you have bought this because you've seen me using it. I would love to know if any of you also use this or your opinions on it. I personally think it's the best cleaner for cleaning your sink. Something about it, it's so satisfying to clean the sink. It smells really nice, and so after you're done, there's like a fresh scent just like wafting up from the sink for a couple hours. So I'm a huge fan. I would love to know what you guys think. I cannot stand leaving dishes on my countertop for them to dry. So I've never been a fan of drying racks. I've tried a couple different like drying pads, not racks, in the past to see if I like them, and I never find myself using them. I just so much prefer to immediately dry my dishes off and put them away with a dishcloth. I just want you guys to know that there was an ant just crawling on me while I was saying that voice over there, and I'm a little bit horrified right now. I'm not a bug person. But I survived. I flicked it off of me. And now I'm refilling my sponges. I needed those for when I cleaned my stovetop. And then I also had to refill my just everyday cleaner. And the one that I'm using right now is by Truly Free. I've talked about them a whole bunch of times on my channel. They are my current favorite brand for cleaning products like laundry detergent and this all-purpose cleaner. I've got one of their floor cleaners, like the liquid that you can lay down on the floor before you mop and stuff. And anyway, I'm just a big fan of their products, and they're all truly free of chemicals, hence the name. We're opening some super fun packages right now. We have got a box with cat litter in it, another box with cat litter in it, and then we have another box as well that we're gonna open up in just a minute that my husband orders like a whole bunch of Amazon subscriptions, so that's what this was. I think this one had, toilet paper, and it had some cat food and some diapers. So super fun Amazon delivery. Had to get all of that taken out of the boxes and put away where it belongs. I can't stand when the boxes are just sitting around in my house. And now I'm cleaning off our entryway table real quick, and I'm also going to refill my little, that's like a Scentsy warmer, but I'm not currently using Scentsy brand. I'm using some random brand that I got from Hobby Lobby, so I wanted to just put a new scent in so my house would smell nice and fresh. The next thing that I wanted to do was wash my floors in my dining area and my kitchen. So I was picking everything up off of the floor to get it out of the way and quickly wiping down my dining room table. So if there's any crumbs or anything on there, they'll fall onto the floor and I can deal with them when I'm cleaning them. My floors have been especially dirty lately since the kids and I have been spending so much time outside playing and doing yard work. We've been tracking in all kinds of mess. There's dirt, there's grass, and it's everywhere. So let's get that cleaned up today using my Eureka Rapid Wash. I am so excited to share this one with you guys. I find that Eureka's vacuums always have unique and thoughtful features that I don't find in other vacuums, and I'm going to show you all that this machine is capable of as we tackle these dirty floors. The Eureka Rapid Wash is designed to clean your wet and dry messes at the same time. First impressions for me, I noticed how lightweight this machine is, and it also self-propels, so it's easy to push around, which I love. It's also got an anti-entanglement design. I have super long hair, and I can't tell you how often I'm cutting hair out of vacuums, but that's not the case with this one. You'll see that it sucks the hair right up. I immediately turned it over to show you guys there was nothing wrapped around the brush, and that's thanks to the flush comb and scraper behind the roller brush that work together to prevent hair from getting tangled. It works on my long hair, but it also works for picking up my pet's fur as well. The Rapid Wash also has incredible edge cleaning, which is a pretty unique feature to a wet dry vacuum. The right side and the front of the vacuum have a zero edge design, which allows you to get right into corners and into edges with no trouble. Another thing that I love about the Rapid Wash is the size of the water tanks. I'm able to clean my entire main floor without having to worry about emptying out or refilling my water tanks. And finally, once you are all done cleaning, you just return the Rapid Wash to the base station and it runs a self-cleaning cycle. It'll flush the inner tubing and the brush roller gets washed with multiple jets of water to really rinse it off, and then it's followed up with an air dry to prevent odors from forming. Just look how clean it is. And even better, check out this dirty water tank. Can you believe my floors were this bad? Summertime is a great time to give yourself the gift of clean floors. The Eureka Rapid Wash will cut through all your tough, wet, and dry messes at the exact same time, so you can spend more time enjoying the beautiful weather and less time cleaning your floors. If you've got kids or pets running in and out of the house, you need this. I will have the link to the Eureka Rapid Wash in my description box down below, so be sure to click the link to shop. And I just want to extend a huge thank you to Eureka for sponsoring this week's video. So now that the floors are all set, I was putting back Sutton's kitchen helper where it goes. I was also taking out the recycling, and now we're moving on to picking up in the living room. I tried to keep the collection of toys that's in the living room pretty minimal so that it's easy for me to pick this up at the end of the day, or for my kids to pick it up at the end of the day. So I grabbed a couple things that were laying on the couch that I wanted to bring downstairs into our playroom so that I could get that clutter out of the living room, and then picked up the rest of the toys and put those where they go. Right now, Sutton is absolutely obsessed with Disney cars. He can't get enough of them. He watches Cars all day long. He asks for the movie to be on, and he plays with the cars and he collects them all, and he knows every single one of their names. He likes to paint his cars and then wash them off in his water table. He brings them in the car with us. He brings them to bed with us. They're just his favorite things in the entire world. So that's what he's playing with currently. And it actually makes me so sad because we are going to Disney World in September, but Disney World does not have Cars Land. Cars Land is at Disneyland in California. So I just am so sad that he's not going to get the full Cars experience when that's his absolute favorite thing. And it's too late for us to change our trip to California. So I don't know, part of me wants to take him for like a weekend or something to California at some point, just to take him to Cars Land at Disneyland, because I think it would just blow his little mind and it would be so much fun. It's hard to tell on camera, but this sliding door was disgusting, covered in little handprints. Whenever Sutton goes outside, he like pushes the door with his hands instead of pulling on the handle because he's still so little. So it's always covered in fingerprints and stuff. So I wanted to clean this off. The next thing I wanted to do was clean my stovetop because I finally got some new sponges for cleaning this. I do have a brush that I use sometimes, but I just prefer to use the sponges. I feel like they are gentler on this surface and I want to be extra careful to not scratch it. But my camera actually died while I was filming this clip, so it cuts out the best part. But I tried to show you guys the after so that you could still kind of get the same satisfying effect. But yeah, really annoying. My camera died. It didn't make a sound. I had no idea it died, so I didn't stop what I was doing to replace the battery and missed out on footage. But yeah, there's the after. And then after that, just wiped down the front of the stove, and then I wanted to also do that to the dishwasher because, again, I have a little toddler who rubs his little grimy fingers all over everything, so I feel like I'm constantly having to wipe them down. Moving into Sutton's room, I wanted to quickly just make his bed. And like I said, he's obsessed with cars. So I recently got him this toddler bedding set from Pottery Barn Kids, and it's got all the cars on it. And he was so excited about it when he got it. But his room was really messy, so I needed to pick it up. And I had the diapers that came in from Amazon that I had to put away and everything else. So we're just gonna spend a little bit of time picking up his room. I went into this just thinking I was going to clean his room, but then it ended up turning into a declutter in my true fashion because I just can't help myself. I feel like now that our house is getting so clutter free and it's been so much easier to maintain, I just I've been bitten by the declutter bug and I just want to keep going. And anytime I see something that I just can't picture us using. And remember, my kids haven't touched it in a while, or it's just bothering me because it's taking up space for no reason. I just have to get rid of it. I just cannot let it sit around in my house anymore. So yeah, I feel like every project I go into now turns into a declutter somehow. This is totally random, but I'm just curious. I've been seeing a lot of people who move their kids over to toddler beds or like big beds really young nowadays. And I feel like with our oldest, we moved him into a regular bed around 2. But I think that Sutton is just not ready. And like, he loves his crib. He sleeps really well in there. He's never tried to escape or climb out. It's not like a safety hazard or anything at this point. And he's happy in there. So I'm like, why would I change it if he's happy in there? We do have the conversion kit for his crib, so we could change it into a toddler bed whenever we want. But I just think that he's so content in there, so I don't see any reason why we would need to make it a toddler bed at this point. But you guys will have to let me know. Is there a reason why people do it so early? I don't know. I feel like I just am not in a rush with Sutton. I feel like maybe with Carson, I was in a little bit more of a rush. I always felt like I was behind when I was a first-time mom, but I feel so much more chill as a second-time mom. So yeah, anyway, you guys will just have to let me know in the comments. I had done this load of laundry of Sutton's earlier in the day before I did like 10,000 loads of my bedding to wash. So I wanted to go ahead and get this put away right away. I've been doing so good at staying on top of my laundry. It's crazy. It's completely out of character for me. Usually I'm just terrible at this, but again, I feel like such a weight lifted off of our shoulders ever since we've really, really decluttered our house. And it's just so much easier to stay on top of our house. These things don't feel so daunting to me anymore. And yeah, I just feel like I have been in such a good headspace. And for some reason, when I feel good mentally, that's like reflected in my laundry. If I have all my laundry put away, then you know I've been feeling pretty good. So I am actually going to donate the stuff that's in this laundry basket. Some of it's trash, like this football right here. It's going to be my trash bin. But I'm going to donate all these. And then this polar bear, this has been sitting in Sutton's room since he turned 1, because I bought it for his cake smash photo shoot, which was like polar bear themed. That was the theme of his first birthday party. And he doesn't care for this bear at all. He's not even going to notice that it's gone. So I'm going to donate that. I feel like some little kid out there will love this bear, and it's just not being loved right now. And then I've got a bunch of like sheets, like crib sheets and stuff, and extra blankets that I'm going to donate as well, because we just are not needing them. We have enough for our kids, and I'm sick of them sitting in bins in his room. So they are going. And then this stuff I'm going to bring, well, this is for me to make Sutton's birthday boy shirt. If you guys saw last week, I worked with Ninja Transfers, and I was waiting for this shirt to come in so I could make his birthday boy shirt. So that's staying up here. But these shoes I'm gonna bring downstairs and put them in the, these are size 4, so these maybe like the 6 to 12 month bin or something, I don't know, but I'm gonna bring those downstairs. This I'm gonna keep up here. And then these 2 bibs I wanted to save, so they'll go in like the newborn bin. And then I've got a couple other things that need to get stored. Actually, these are staying up here because this size he'll grow into. I already have a drawer up here for this size, so I'm just going to throw these into this drawer when he eventually fits in this size. And then, yeah, the rest of this will go downstairs. But the cool thing is about my new system is I only have so much space in the bins that I have in my basement for these different sizes. So if these things don't fit in that bin, then I have to pick a few more things to declutter. So we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna fit in there, but I'll let you guys know. Everything ended up fitting perfectly in the bins that I had downstairs already set out for those particular sizes, so that was good. And then I came back upstairs and I was just kind of reorganizing his little bookshelves here and realized that we had way too many books. A lot of these are like sentimental books because they were given to me for my oldest baby shower when I was pregnant with him, and so they have like special messages from family and stuff in them. I couldn't remember which ones were from which family members, so you'll kind of see me like taking things out and looking through them and all that, but I did end up decluttering a couple of books and I made sure that they were not ones that had special messages from family. We're definitely going to keep those. I have always said that I don't think you can have too many books, but we definitely have too many books at this point. There's just a lot that my kids are not reading, and what's the point in us holding on to them if they could make some other kid out there happy and actually get read every once in a while. So it was good that I went through all these books. I do need to do this in Carson's room very soon. We also need to go through all of his stuffed animals. I did explain to him how there are sick kids in the hospital who would probably really appreciate if we donated some of his stuffed animals that are just kind of sitting up in the corner of his room and never being touched. And so we're kind of working on that. And once he starts to really come around to the idea, which I'm sure he will very soon, then we'll go through the stuffed animals together and he can pick some. But anyway, now we are going through this bottom drawer in Sutton's little closet system. We had a bunch of puzzles in here and like mismatched toys, and I wanted to collect as many of these puzzle pieces as I could so I could donate a couple of them, because again, this is something that he's just not using anymore, and I'm so tired of the clutter sitting around. So this is also what I ended up getting rid of in Sutton's room, aside from like that polar bear and the other things that I showed you guys earlier. So this was great. Got a bunch of things out of our house and to the donation center. And now I'm going to just quickly clean off Sutton's shelves because they were quite dusty. It has been a while since I've done this. And just to round everything off here, we're ending with me kind of making my bed, and this, like I said, it took me all day. So these clips were filmed like sporadically through the day as loads of laundry were done, and I'm just throwing my bed back together. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you some motivation and gave you, I don't know, a friend, like I said, to hang out with today on this Wednesday. I think this video is going up on a Wednesday. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it motivated you. Thank you, as always, for watching my channel and leaving comments and liking my videos and all those things. It just means the world to me. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and hit your notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Don't forget to check out the Eureka Rapid Wash. I will have that link in my description box down below. And that's all for me today. So again, I feel like I've said this 300 times, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll come back again next week for another video. We're going to end this one off here showing you how crisp and white my duvet cover looks after washing it, and my adorable old man kitty. His name is Wesley.